Okay, so tonight I am making fried mackerel. And for myself, I just open the can, take the mackerel from the can, separate it, remove the bones. Some people mix it in with the bones because the bones are so tiny you can actually just mix it in and it won't do any harm, but I prefer to remove my bones. I also chop some onions and bell peppers and we'll mix that in. We'll also add some flour. I use all-purpose flour, and also an egg, probably 2 eggs, just to be able to get it form a little better into a patty. Okay, so I'll be back. Okay, and next I did add some flour to it. I added 2 eggs just because I used 2 cans of mackerel. I can't tell you how much flour. If I did, I'd be lying. Like my mother says, shake it till it feel right. So I shook it till it felt like it would be enough. So hopefully, maybe it'll be enough. If not, we'll add some more, and I'll get back to mixing. Okay, and I did mix it in with the eggs and the flour. I feel like it should probably be some more flour, so I'm gonna sprinkle just a little more in there. It needs to be able to form into a patty, so mix that in. Okay, and now that we've added some more flour, now we'll add some garlic powder. Shake it till it feel right. We'll also add some onion powder. Okay, I can get my garlic powder tag right. I think it might work better if I actually open it first. So, I'll take the seal off. Okay, add some of that onion powder. Okay, and lastly we'll add just a sprinkle of black pepper. And the onions and bell peppers that were already cut up we'll add in. Mix it a little with the spoon, and then we'll get to mixing by hand. So we'll be back. Okay, so I did finish mixing them, form the mackerel into patties. And that's with the onion and the bell peppers. I like mine with a lot of onions and bell peppers because I like to be able to taste it when I actually bite into it. I want the mackerel patty to be like really good, just like you would form a homemade hamburger. So I put 1 onion in the pot so that I can see when it's starting to get hot enough, and it's definitely getting hot enough. So I'll start to put that into the pan. Okay, so take the mackerel patties and just place them into the pan. Okay, and I finished putting the mackerel patties into the pan. So I did turn the oven down to medium. It started out on high. I'm gonna put it down to medium. I did put it down to medium. We're just gonna let them cook, and they'll just need to brown. I actually don't know how long. Let me say about 10 minutes on each side because it is on medium low. So they're not gonna need to cook too fast. You don't want them to burn. But in the meantime, I did just get a paper plate, line it with some aluminum foil and paper towel so that when we take it out, we'll have somewhere to place it. Okay, so I did turn those over. I'll probably end up turning them over again just because I don't like them to be too light. So I'll probably end up turning them over again. So they can get a little darker. Okay, there you go. We're just gonna let those cook. And yeah, after those sitting in there for that little bit of time, I take those 10 minutes back. I'll say probably about 5 to 7 minutes on each side. Okay, so looks like the mackerel is just about finished. It's getting brown on the outside. It's crispy. So I'll go ahead and take those out and transfer them over. Watch what I'm doing so I don't burn myself. So I just keep y'all on this. Okay, moving it over here. And they're nice and brown on each side. Just to show you. Move it over. Okay, they're brown on each side. Whoa, they hot on each side too. Put that over there. I'm using an iron because I'm going to switch the pots. Okay. Okay. So, move this one out the way. Turn the eye off for this one. Put this on low. Low as it can go. And put this pot over here with the broccoli that I have steaming. And then I'm going to add a piece of aluminum foil over top of it to let it continue steaming. I might just take this, put it in the middle for a little bit until, put this in the oven till it cools down enough to wash. Put this in the bag until the temperature actually goes to low so I don't mess up my broccoli. And leave this back here so I don't burn the paper plate. And wait for this eye to cool down and put the broccoli back on with some aluminum foil over it so it can actually steam and not boil. Okay, so I let the water cool down. Just letting it get back hot enough to bring it to a boil. It's not quite boiling yet, but it's starting to get there. So I put the broccoli back in a little strainer, turn it on low, put a piece of aluminum foil over top. You can put a top or actual pot cover on top. It's the same difference. For me, save myself a dish. Since I'm the one cooking, I'm the one washing the dish. I figure I save myself one less dish, put a piece of aluminum foil over it. Crumble that up, put it in the trash. There you go. So, come back to check on that. It is on low, so it shouldn't cook too fast, but I will come back and check it in a few minutes just to make sure it's steaming.